What is up, guys? Nick here. First of all, Happy New Year. It's 2023. Sorry it's a bit belated. We're a few weeks into January, so it's a little late. Again, Happy New Year to you guys. To all of you who have been patient with my infrequent video uploads, I appreciate your patience. I will be better about that. That's a New Year's resolution for me. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Nick. I'm a musician. I travel and tour quite a bit for a living. If you want to learn more about me, feel free to peruse my channel and learn a bit more about me. So I feel like I should start the video off with a little life update, what I've been up to. The past 4 to 5 weeks of my life has been pretty hectic, up until the last couple weeks where it's been very, very chill, which I needed. If you haven't already, I posted a vlog from our Australia tour that we did in December. Oh my God, had so much fun. It was such an incredible way to end 2022. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll pop it in up here. I don't know if it's gonna be here or there, but also include it down below in the description if you'd like to check that out. Yeah, Australia was insane and I can't wait to go back. It had been almost 5 years since we had been back and I just loved every bit of it. The people are amazing, the coffee is amazing, the country as a whole is just so beautiful, and yeah, I can't wait to go back. I loved it. So after I finished the Australia tour, it was my birthday. I got to celebrate my birthday in December. Go me, happy birthday. And I went to Orlando. Literally, I flew home for 1 day after the end of our Australia tour and then got on a flight with my wife the following day and flew to Orlando to just do what we love, and that is theme parking. That is also something that if you're new to this channel or learning a bit more about me, I've got plenty of videos throughout my channel documenting some of our trips, but specifically the trip that we did for my birthday. My wife has put up a vlog about it, which I will also include a link for. I'm just gonna keep doing this because I don't know where it's going to be exactly. And she did a great job capturing a bunch of really funny moments, so you should definitely go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. So yeah, so I spent a few days in Orlando just riding a ton of rides, eating as much food as possible, every churro imaginable. We just had a really good time. It was such a great way to spend my 40th birthday. Yes, I turned 40 and I feel awesome about it. I think for some people, getting older, especially their 40s, is like a very terrifying thing. For me, I've never felt younger, and I'm not just saying that. I'm not delusional about it. I've embraced aging in a very different way than I feel like most people tend to feel about getting older. And then at the end of that trip, I flew home for a day and then I had to fly back to Florida to film commercials for my coffee company, Charlie Royal. And wow, what an experience. 2023 is gonna be very interesting to see as far as my personal business goes with starting a coffee company. If you didn't know, I started a coffee company specifically geared towards cold brewing at home. I launched it in February of 2022. So it's not even a year old yet. And we have a lot of really big plans for this year. I was fortunate enough to go to Orlando and film legit commercials for it. And I felt intimidated. It was kind of terrifying at first. You know, I've shot a lot of music videos in my day, but this was a very different beast. We filmed commercials for 8 hours straight and just shot so much content, but it was really so much fun. I can't wait for everyone to see what we've been working on and what we've got in store for Charlie Royal this year. So flew to Tampa. I was there for all of 24 hours, flew back home, and that was right around the holidays and also Jenna's birthday. So got to just spend that here at home in LA. It was really chill, and I needed that. I think with the amount of, not even necessarily the touring that we did this year, but I think with how hectic and how busy December was, it was nice to end it in a very chilled out way at home. No complaints, it was awesome. I also wanted to take this time in this video to answer some questions off of Instagram. So a few weeks back, I had posted in my Instagram stories that I was gonna be working on a Q&A video, and oh my God, you guys responded with so many questions, but not just so many questions, but so many great questions that I feel like I need to do multiple videos to answer a lot of these questions because I will not be doing it justice by trying to answer all of them in just this one video. It would turn into like an hour-and-a-half long video, and I really don't think any of you want to sit through me blabbering off for an hour and a half, so I will spare you that. But I at least wanted to answer a couple questions from the Q&A in this video, so I'm gonna go through my phone and just answer them as I go. I may end up calling some friends throughout this to answer the questions too, just for fun, you know? Just to make this a bit more exciting. Let's see. So the first question, which pertains to what I've got coming up next, which is our Europe UK tour, which starts in just about a month actually. We are starting in Italy. Cannot wait. I have missed Europe and the UK so much, so I'm very, very excited. Angie Ramos asked, well, she said, going from Spain to see you guys in Paris. Can't wait. What's your favorite part of touring around Europe? Great question. Also, cannot wait to get back to Paris. Paris is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been to my whole entire life. And I've been fortunate enough to travel quite a bit for a living, but also traveling with my wife and going to many places throughout the world. Paris is very, very high on the list. So very excited for that. I love coffee, so I'm gonna drink a lot of coffee when I get there. My favorite part of touring around Europe is how Europe has preserved their history so well. Like you can walk around and feel like you're in a different era of history. And it's always so exciting. And you know, you'll randomly just like go to a coffee shop and then you walk outside and you're standing in front of a cathedral that's been there for hundreds or thousands of years, and you can't help but be in awe of everything that you see as you walk around. I think that's something that I've always really admired and really loved about Europe, is that there's so much to see. And it's kind of the good and bad of touring, is that we have such small windows every single day when we get to a city to really explore and see new things. And that's something that I try to work on more now, is that when I go to, for instance, somewhere in Europe that I've been to maybe a handful of times, I try to do something different every time I go there, as opposed to seeing or doing the same things that I did before, because there is so much to see and so much to do. And that's kind of an exciting part about what I get to do, right? Is that all I can do every single day is try to do my best with exploring and seeing as many new things within this really tight time constraints that we have as musicians being on tour. There's this very popular saying within our industry, and that is that we've toured the world and seen nothing. It's funny, but also kind of shitty, right? But it's kind of the nature of the beast. That's just what we do. And the time that we do get to try to enjoy a city and see new things, visit new places, we do the best that we can. So yeah, the history, touring through Europe, it's incredible. I will say, sorry, America, I love you, but we don't do a good enough job of preserving. We knock things down, we build new things, and then we knock those new things down and build newer things. And it's kind of sad. This is another good question that kind of pertains to what I just answered, but I may phone a friend for this one to also ask them their answer on this. This is from Vic Porter, 14. What's the best and worst part of touring? Well, I think the best thing, of course, is playing live every single night. Being able to do what we love to do on a nightly basis and do that with people that also enjoy music and our music specifically. It's the greatest feeling in the world. That's the best part about touring, is having that moment every single night and sharing that with others. Like that's hands down the best and coolest part about touring. I think, I don't know, the worst part of touring is different for everybody, right? And worst is such a harsh word, but I think maybe one of the cons of touring is missing family, for sure, being away from home. It's very different being older now. You know, I miss home. I miss my bed. I miss my wife. I miss my family, my friends, but it's very different when you're 17 or 18. And at least for me personally, the day I got out of high school, I just went on tour. That's all I wanted to do, was tour. And you don't think about missing home or missing family and friends. Like at that age, you kind of like want to get away from that. Like you just want to like live life on your own and figure it out and experience all these things. And maybe you're a bit more rebellious at that age. So you're just like, I'm going, I'm leaving. But as you get older, things change for you, and things that you deem important, and things that keep you grounded, and things that keep you humble. So missing home is probably one of the tougher parts. I'm gonna call somebody and ask them the same exact thing. And then I'm gonna get another surprise guest after that and ask them. He's not answering.
Honey.
What's going on, brother? Hey, I have a quick question for you. All right, so I'm filming a vlog as we speak, so you're on camera.
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm just doing a Q&A, and I figured like some of these questions I would just call some friends and ask them what their answers would be.
Okay.
Okay, so for you, what's your favorite part about touring, but what's the worst part about touring?
My favorite part about touring is obviously the time spent with you guys and the shows.
You're a
And
kind,
my
you're a
least
kind soul.
My least favorite part about touring is being away from loved ones at home.
Yeah, I think I had a similar answer.
I wish I had some crazy rock star answer instead of those, but that's it.
It's a good answer, dude. Awesome. All right, well, drive safe. I will call you later on.
Yeah, maybe don't show the visuals of this. It's highly illegal.
All right, love you, dude. That was Maddie. He plays drums for our band. Thank you, Maddie, for answering the question. Very similar, right? I guess that's why we get along so well. We're on the same page here. Actually, I'm gonna ask Jenna this question too. Let's go bug her.
I'm covered in poop.
What's that?
I said I'm covered in poop.
All right, so I just called Maddie and asked him the same question, so I'm gonna ask you from a partner perspective. What are the best and worst things about me touring? And I stated before that using the word worst is pretty harsh, but like what are quote unquote like cons or not so great things about me touring from a partner perspective?
Pros, definitely the travel. So like what we do is like when you're done with a tour and you're gonna fly home, that flight is already paid for you to get home.
It's a perk. It's a perk.
So we can just reroute you and get you to another destination.
Which I might be doing.
And that flight
Hint,
is
wink,
like
wink.
taken care of. So as soon as you're done with work, right? You're done with work, you get off work.
Yep.
I'll just go meet you somewhere, and then we only have to cover my flight.
Yes.
Or we can stay where you are. So say like you're flying home from London, I'll just meet you there. You're already gonna be there, and then we can just hang.
That is a big pro.
So that, and then also obviously I love traveling, so it's nice to be able to like have a little change of scenery and come with you for a little bit. And as an elder emo, it's good
elder
times.
emo. Okay.
Cons, you're not home. You miss things.
Yeah, that's what I had mentioned.
Yeah, I mean you miss Stray Kids.
There's a con right there.
That's a big fuck up on your part.
Missing K-pop performances. Yes.
But pros and cons, again, it's good for me because then it encourages me to be more independent, which is something that I value a lot. So,
absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think it's for everybody, but I think it works for us because my personality and your personality.
It aligns. It works.
Yeah, and also we don't know any different. You've always.
True.
So like.
Yeah. When we met.
Imagine
yes.
if we had a normal, 9-to-5 job / life, and then all of a sudden you were gone a lot, that would be a significant adjustment. But this is our norm. So like, yes, it has pros and cons, but the pros like of you being gone are you get to do what's important to you and what you love and what makes you feel good. And I get to exercise my independence and go be with my friends and my loved ones that I maybe wouldn't see if I was only hanging out with you.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, yeah, you being gone, you miss things sometimes, but that's okay.
Yep.
And then travel, some good little travel perks in there. We like it.
Well, I tell you all the time, but I appreciate all your support and your love with what I do. Because yes, what I do is not typical. It's not quote unquote the norm. And to find a partner that understands and respects it is something that I'm very, very appreciative all the time. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I was just gonna add, like, we've been doing this for almost 10 years, but like
10 years.
We have our flow and our rhythm and our,
which took time.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it any less hard.
No, of course not. It's still
what you do is really, really hard. And you have good days and you have bad days, and I have good days and I have bad days, and sometimes you're here for them and sometimes you're not. But so as much as it is all fun and games, it's also really fucking hard.
It's not an easy job. I think for some they would view that as such, but yeah, it's tough.
It's definitely not for everybody. I don't know, it works for us. It's a personality thing for sure, I think.
Oh, 100,000%.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. So I totally just interrupted Jenna's workday and just harassing her, but I figured it'd be a good question to ask you too.
Hey, I work from home, so I'm at your disposal somehow all the time.
Awesome.
Even when I'm
working. Lucky. Thank you for answering. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Okay. All right, let's get back to it. This question is from Scene Skulls. I think I'm reading that right. Scene Skulls. And the question is, what's it like touring for Sleeping with Sirens? It is one of the most amazing and most humbling and most exciting things I've ever experienced in my life. So my quick background, I've been touring and I've been in bands for a little over 20 years, on and off. I'm fortunate now to be surrounded by like-minded people who are on the same page as I am and love music as much as I do and what we do. Not to say we don't have our ups and downs for sure, but it's an incredible experience. And I'm someone who joined the band I think 7 or 8 years ago now. I always screw this up. I always think that I joined the band a couple years ago, but I've been in the band for a while now. You know, I didn't know much about them before I started filling in for them and playing shows with them. And Sirens helped reignite my fire with being in a band because I had some pretty shitty previous experiences in other bands and other projects that really turned me off to even being in the music industry. So I've said this before in multiple videos, but I give Sirens so much love and so much thanks for really reigniting that, like saving me, having me be a part of what they do. And now being able to share that with others and being a part of the Sirens family means the world to me. Yeah, it's a big part of me that I cherish so much. And again, just something I'm beyond grateful for every single day. And knowing all of you through all of this, meeting so many incredible people that listen to this band and people I've met from around the world. I'll probably end it on that because that kind of segues into make sure you come see us on tour soon. We have a lot more to announce very soon, but Europe and UK are up next. I will leave a link down below if you'd like to come on out, come catch a show, and just have a good time with us. We'll be seeing you very, very soon, Europe. Be seeing you very, very soon, UK. Is that the right way to say that? Or is that super American and stupid? Probably. And also, thank you to Ernie Ball for my new custom Stingray. They've been so kind to me. And this is one of the coolest guitars that they custom made for me. And I can't thank them enough, and I can't wait to bring this on tour. So come on out and check this bad boy out. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, more Q&A on the way. Thank you guys again, I appreciate it. If you haven't already, would appreciate a like and a subscribe, but at the same time, you don't have to. It's all good. I just appreciate your time. Again, Happy New Year to you guys. Let me know down below what your quote unquote like resolutions are, like what your personal goals are for this year. Let me know more about you. I wanna know more about who's checking out this channel, watching these videos, and just wanna get to know you guys better, just as you're getting to know me. Hope you guys have an awesome day, have an awesome week. Much love to you guys, and I will see you very, very soon.